So there's something to be said about that because I feel like when things don't necessarily always go your way or a show gets canceled or like you made it at one point and then like, time evolves, sometimes you can just kind of get down on yourself when you don't have those like high moments and not them. They are like moving and grooving in the right direction. So I have a lot of respect for that when I see these women that are out and about and not getting, I know you go to bed early, David, but these women are out and about and I'm more tired than they are. And I'm like, how do you do it?
And I don't always go to bed early, but yeah, going to bed early and waking up early is just, I can't explain
It's
how
a really
wonderful it
great
is.
feeling. No,
If I'm
it's free.
out, I'll
It's
stay
freeing.
out. I'm not like a total
Yeah,
party pooper, but yeah, it's nice to go to bed early.
I'm with you.
Look, I mean, they'll never admit it, but I'm sure that Luann and Ramona and Jill and the OGs, there's got to be a little bit of the last laugh. They have to be. They are human beings. They have to be somewhat happy that the new brony has failed.
Oh yeah, that it's just didn't take off. And for
Yeah.
sure, like I honestly like it was going to be really hard to curate a group of women that are that hilarious and that outspoken. But like you understand, social media and being an influencer has created all these people and given people an opportunity to be famous and to be in the public eye. Whereas I don't know, it just was a different time and I can appreciate the content. And when I look back, it's more laughable for me to see the way it was as opposed to somebody that's a fashion influencer. I'm like, that's great and all, but at the end of the day, the way these women came up and their genuine friendships and the way it was cast was just so genius.
Yeah. Yes and yes. I agree with all that. What about on the OC this
Yeah,
season? Gretchen
let's
is
get there.
back. Tamra is in therapy. Or I mean, do we think Tamra's therapy is working? I don't want to lead you. I don't.
Here's the thing. I mean, Tamara likes to be involved in everything, but has no business in being in any of it. And I think that comes from a fear of, not having a storyline and not being asked back. And when we see these women, it's like anything, it's like dating. You get the guy can be the hottest guy in the world, and you get turned off when he's just too available. He doesn't look like Channing Tatum anymore to you. You know what I mean? So it's like when they push too hard in trying to be relevant and make a storyline, meaning the character, Tamara, not like the producers. It's just kind of seems desperado to me. And I just don't understand why she has to insert herself into like everything when she has nothing to do with it. That is what bothers me. Like, do you have conversations or arguments or disagreements with friends and somebody that has they just shouldn't be part of this conversation jumps in? It's like, why are you even, where did you come from?
Yeah. The older I get, the more I just keep close to the vest. I feel like yeah, it's like, stay out of this. You
Yeah,
don't need to be
because
involved.
it just doesn't, why? Like it's like tiring for me to watch someone try so hard that has nothing to do with the situation. Like, why are you going to be a busybody?
Well, I take it that means that you think Tamara's therapy is not working.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. And, is the what's up with the truth? Are you telling the truth, T?
Well, she says at the end of the season that yes, she is, that her lie detector test is going to prove that she is
Her lie
just
detector test as
so
if she's committed a
truthful,
crime.
and everyone else is going to go off the charts, and they find out who the real liar is. So I guess that's Katie, that's what they're implying.
Right. That's a whole nother thing I want to get to with you too. I'm sure we will. But yeah, I don't think her therapy is working. I mean, listen, she's one of those OGs, and I like seeing her for that reason. That's why I don't want her to go down to this level because she shouldn't have to. She should hold her head high
Well, this is why
and
Gretchen
whisper
will
less.
not whisper less. Well, this is why Gretchen just is like, there's no way. Like, I know you. You don't change. You'll never. Like, look, when she held on to the whole Katie filmed Shannon and Tamara knew this, and I guess told like Alexis and just held on to this. It's like, yeah, this is what you do. You hold on to things and bring them out on the show when you have to. That's
Right. It's like the receipts, keeping the receipts to have your back kind of thing. When I was walking yesterday, I ran into this girl who was my sorority sister. And it was so crazy because it was like no time had passed but time has passed, let's just put it that way. And I was like, all of these types of interactions between these women on the show, it just makes, I lived it when I was in a college sorority. And that's when you're supposed to be acting that way, not, in your middle age. You should be confident enough in who you are to hold your ground and then to not insert yourself in things that have nothing to do with you in a desperate, opportunity, just to being an opportunist.
I think maybe Tamara just has PTSD. Like, I think that when she was gone for that year, you don't know you're coming back. I think you are
Right.
looking at like 20, 30, 40, whatever you have left of your life of like, what am I going to do now? Like, how am I
Oh,
going to
that's a
earn
scary way
money?
to look at things. Oh, goodness.
I know. See,
And
I go from 0 to 100 and I go big picture on everything.
yeah, no, I've done a lot of therapy. So I'm like, okay, I can't jump ahead that much. And every time,
No.
and this is even something in my book too. It's like I have to remind myself to maybe these women that aren't contributors should read my book because I think it would help them realize that they don't have to try so hard. And that truly like taking a moment. And I know people say all the time, like, oh, well, we understand you need to take a moment, but it's a practice. You actually have to remind yourself, like, let's not get so far ahead. Otherwise, so I'm telling you that too, David.
Yes, you're supposed to live in the present. I've gotten much better at it as I've
Good.
gotten older.
Oh, you're wonderful.
Well, I live in the present socially, personally. I don't, business wise, I do always, like, I purposely have doom and gloom sometimes to be motivated, I guess.
Well, that's smart. And you know what works for you. And it's an individual approach. Listen, I'm not a psychotherapist. I interviewed a psychotherapist in my book to talk a little bit about like how we become who we are and then like what moods and emotions we're feeling based on the situation that we're in, why we act a certain way. But you know that that's what sets you up for success. Now, is that also the best way to be kind to yourself? Well, if you balance it, you also have to pat yourself on the back when really great things happen and you have like, your highest rated listenership or whatever it is, or you affected a roper that emailed you or messaged you. I mean, those are moments that you need to think about and sit with too, as opposed to just like a doom and gloom future to motivate you. But I like it. I like it because you know what you're doing clearly. You're
Yeah,
doing something.
I take a lap for 1 minute and then I'm like, okay, well, let's get back to work. Yeah, I just feel it's also a humility of this is great. Love my ropers. Please stay with me forever. I think I'm going to die at the microphone one day. That's just, I'm
Oh
not
God.
going anywhere. But it is, you just never know. So it's a very big appreciation. And I think it's the same as being a housewife. You get fired. It's like being on Survivor or being a housewife. You get
Yeah,
voted off the island or fired the minute you are cocky. So if I was like, oh, this podcast, please, we run
sure.
ourselves here. Everyone bows to the feet of David. I feel the whole thing would go, it could go crumble. So I feel let's be appreciative each day when we check in. We're like, oh, okay,
Well,
everyone's
I
still
love you
here.
for that. And that's why we are aligning because I will tell you, and I've had some amazing opportunities to interview some of the biggest stars in Hollywood as a guest correspondent for E! News. And what they all have in common, and again, I touch on in my book, is that I have always had experiences that people were grounded and treated me with respect. And I don't believe that there's any reason why people shouldn't treat others that way. I mean, obviously, Oprah didn't get to where she was